literally everything that we go through in life prepares us for the next big thing. Like every phase of our lives prepares us for the next phase of our life. Wonderful than my mind can conceive is more wonderful than my heart can believe. He moves beyond my heart. Hello there. My name is Shalom Gideon Undulaka. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're here for the first time, I'm super grateful that you're here. Yay, you're welcome. Please do well to click the subscribe button. So there's a lot of noise where I'm at, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah, I'm outside in an eatery. And if you've watched the video before this one, or was it two videos before, where I talked about, yeah, where I talked about this, yeah, you will understand that we do these things because, we gotta do it. And we are bold, we are bold as a lion. So very recently, I was standing with a client, just wrapping up a meeting, and he goes like, I like you're very professional, and it really just hits me that wow, everything we go through in life really prepares us for the next big thing. Like it's a continuous school. Just made me think and remember, wow, thank God for the last place I worked at because I think that's where I got a lot of my professionalism from. The place before the previous place I had worked, I got a lot of my resilience from. Gosh, I worked as a teller, a customer service person, a teller, and I had zero experience. I had to learn on the job. And I remember that first month, the first week, second week, oh my goodness, especially like the first month, it was hell. For lack of a better word, okay, well, maybe not hell, but I kept making so many mistakes. I don't know, like the most weirdest, the most annoying of mistakes. And I remember at that time, like, I worked in a place where all my weaknesses were like on display. So one of the things that I didn't know how to do before I came into the microfinance bank was documenting, like keeping track of every little thing. I'll just say, oh, I remember, and then forget. Oh, if I have to do something, if I have a plan I want to carry out, those people that don't pack until a day or 2 days, like those last minute people. I um i was guilty as charged. I'll do things last minute. I didn't really plan out what I was doing. I didn't really know how to document stuff. I always had a fire brigade rush approach to stuff. So those weaknesses really came out on display when I was working as a customer service, as a teller. And I had to work through that. Several times I wanted to give up, but I needed a job, and I'm like, oh my god, this is how are they going to sack me? I had the fear of being sacked for such a long time until I was able to like master my craft. I remember there was a time my head of operations, she said, hey, Shalom, you have known this thing. Like I remember there was a time there was some cash, that was not accounted for. Sometimes when you're trying to like close for the day, close, I think it was Bank One. That was the app I was using then. I think that's the app they still use now. I don't know, I'm not sure. So, sometimes people can come in, just stash money. Somehow petty cash and main cash can be mixed up, especially if you don't really know how to like highlight and document everything you have done for the day. So I think there was something that needed to be sorted out, and it was like, Shalom, you are going to have to sort all this out. And I was able to enumerate everything. Like I dealt with it, and she was like, ah. Shalom, you have known this thing like because she literally oversaw my growth, you know. I think I came on board with the team before she came. And, just coming in and seeing this rookie is like, she's used to people working like this. But then when she like came in and she saw how I was just, sometimes you get impatient, but I'm really happy for her person, her personality in my life. Like, I appreciate her strength so much, and I was able to learn a few things from her, a lot of things actually, and then moving now, second place where I'd worked, a firm where you did audit, tax, corporate services, and all of that stuff. I needed the confidence, like from the previous place I was coming, I had resilience and I had the confidence that I could overcome anything. So there on the job, learning on the job again, I was working as an executive assistant. I was able to I was able to grow and stretch because I had to keep up with my bosses that were like years of experience away from me. Like they had seen it all, experienced it all. Okay, maybe not seen it all, but they had a wealth of experience that I was opportune to drink from. And it was just so amazing. And living to working on my own business, I can tell you that a lot of the things that I'm doing now, I will never have been able to do if I did not handle correctly the assignments I was given in my previous place of work. Just even going into branding, right? That's one of the assignments that myself and a few of us from the different teams were assigned to work on for the company. So we're planning on giving out clients gifts and okay, all right guys, we need to, we'll call series of meetings. We need to deal with vendors, ask for pricing, go for the best deals, pay attention to brand colors, me engaging with the graphic designer to ensure that we had a touch of our brand on every one of those samples. It was just amazing. It was just great. And right now, when I look at the attention to details, yeah, I'm still learning on the job. I still have a lot to learn. But I've been able to leverage on my experience from all the places that I've worked to really do some good and great, amazing work for my now clients. And it's just so amazing, even customer service, my experience in customer service, I treat I remember in one of those meetings when I had with my team at the time, I would say your clients is the love of your life. So you treat them like the love of your like we the pampering that I cultivated, that I learned on the job and also taught myself to give to my clients, and also like the way we communicate, we can be the way to be firm in communicating with clients. All those things I learned on the job. I cultivated it, and it really shows. You know, I literally handled my business how I handled myself, how I handled my tasks in those other places where I worked. And that's just it. It's not rocket science. Whatever it is you are doing now, beyond how much you're paid, beyond your take home, now they say take home is not really taking you home. I think I heard that from Pastor Fumi Daniels. Take home is not really taking you home, right? Your take home salary is not really beyond all of that, beyond the workload, the culture that you're training yourself to build. So many people have, especially working in Lagos, living and working in Lagos, so many people have to leave the house by say 5:30. People that stay very far from their offices, like I know someone, she says like her body clock 4 o'clock she's awake on a Saturday morning. Why? She's used to it. Now imagine her deciding to just focus all her energy on her own business someday. I mean, she already has the culture, so she's not trying to gain the discipline anymore. So the thing is, wherever you are, whatever phase of your life you are in, more than what you have to gain or what you have to give, imbibe the culture. Watch out for who you are becoming during every phase of your life, because that is what will determine how best you handle the next phase of your life. Yep, that's my beautiful hair. Alrighty. So thank you for sticking with me till this time. Till the next time. On I was going to sign out like I sign out for Christ and Creative podcast. And by the way, I have a podcast. I'll put it the link in the description box. If you're a creative, super passionate about preaching the gospel, reaching the nations, Christ and the Creative Podcast is a platform that is powered by the Evangelical Media Ministry, that encourages us as young people, that educates us. We educate ourselves. Sometimes I have guests. Sometimes, most of the time, of course, I'm the host of the podcast. So most of the time, you're going to hear my voice, As I draw from the Spirit of God, I pour into my podcast, and I really love for you to be a part of it. So click the links in the description box for Apple Podcast and Spotify to listen in. So now, bye, ciao, peace out. Thank you for staying this far, and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you. Mwah.